Hey there, my dear Scorpios. Come on in. Let's do your energy forecast for the week of June 23rd through to the 29th. So just to let you know, I am sitting in the backyard of my dear friend Neil, and he's my soul brother. Love him to pieces. This is the tradition we have following leaving Arthur Findlay Spiritualist College, is to come and enjoy his backyard, sort of get grounded literally back into reality. He purposely leaves his gardens for a couple of weeks so that we, my friends and I that travel together to Arthur Findlay, can come in and get our hands in the dirt, get centered, get grounded, and sort of transition back into, you know, our regular lives. And it's a lovely, lovely transition for us. But in the meantime, I'm underneath a flight path, and there are parakeets in the neighborhood running around because I have a cherry tree just above me they absolutely love, but they're a little reluctant to come to it because of the fact that I'm sitting here. All right, so you're going to hear the parakeets, you're probably going to hear dogs barking, people talking, there's some neighbors over the backyard, so if there's movement back there, keep an eye out. But what you may also see is, yeah, one of the neighbors' cats possibly, but you might also see a fox if we're lucky, okay? Haven't seen one yet since I started the recordings, but I did get to see one yesterday, and magical moments, right? All right, your overarching energy for the week ahead. I'm using the Enlightened Moments, and this is the deck I introduced you to last week. They belong to my girlfriend. Gone and bought my own deck now. And we have for you, Watchful Wisdom awakens your inner wisdom. Isn't that a beautiful card? We all know how I feel about owls, right? And it says here, the owl represents wisdom that arises from the ability to connect with your intuitive self and conveys the capacity to listen to the voice of your inner spirit and remind you there's no need to search outside yourself for answers that already lie within. Observe with watchful wisdom to discern the right moment before taking action to initiate a new direction or making a decision. Wisdom and the power to really know whisper softly to your soul. All you have to do is listen. When you walk this precious human life with authenticity and wisdom, the world around you becomes a better place for all. I love that. All right, so really listening to your inner wisdom and that inner knowing, right? You ever had those moments where you just sort of knew something without understanding how you knew it or how you came to have that knowledge, but it was so strong you just implicitly trusted it? That's what they're saying. Like, invite more of that into your life and build your trust in that regard. All right, now we're going to move on to another deck that I just bought, also at the Arthur Findlay Spiritualist College, Oracle of the Fairies. Love this deck, and we're going to pull 3 cards from here, Scorpio, breaking down your week just a little bit further. And I'm not sure if I even said, I'm so distracted by the magpies and the crows and the parakeets and the dogs and the foxes and the people in the airplanes. I don't even know if I said at the top that this is for Scorpio for the week of June 23rd to the 29th, but that's who it is. And Scorpio, yes, I don't know what happened to last week's recording. Something got screwed up and it never got posted, so my apologies for that. I hope this week makes up for it just a little bit. Oh, and here we go again. Multiple times this card has shown up through the reading, so if you are watching your sun, moon, and rising and seeing this more than once, it simply means pay attention. This is something the universe would like you to really focus on at this time. It's all about fairy spotting. I love this activity, do it quite often in my own yard. And it says it's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. Allow yourself to believe in that which may be a little outside of your norm, a little bit surprising to you. Maybe you're being shown limitless possibilities. Maybe you're being shown a new way forward. Maybe you're being inspired to do something you've never done before. It's all about believe in that. Right? The universe is trying to show you the way forward, and you have but to follow. All right? The universe is always going to take you exactly where you need to be, people. All right? First thing I did when I came to the sudden realization that yes, I too was a psychic medium. I had psychic and mediumistic experiences all my life without understanding what was going on. And when I finally sat there one day and sort of ruminating over what it all meant and understanding, even at the same time I said, I don't get this. I don't know what this is all about, but I know you're trying to tell me something, universe. And so I promise you, where you lead, I will follow. And I'm telling you, I am so glad. I wish I'd done that promise years and years before, leaned into that faith and trust, but it wasn't my time. Because once I did make that declaration, my life has unfolded in such a beautiful way. The rule is, say yes to the opportunity, let the universe figure out the how. And that's what this is all about. Let yourself just lean into the unknowing, lean into the mystic. can't do anything about dogs barking and birds chirping, people. All right, and then allow yourself to shine from within. Listen, I do feel like as you start to believe in the magic, trusting in your deep inner wisdom, that deep knowing, you start to glow within. There becomes a confidence and a surety other people can see. Don't dim your light for anyone. And I'm saying that before even reading the description on the card. It says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for really revealing your true beauty. Do not hold yourself back for anyone, people. By allowing yourself to step beyond what you believe possible for you, allowing yourself that beauty to shine from within, what you do is give permission to others to do the same, right? So my dear friend, soul brother here, Neo, whose yard I'm sitting in right now, we were talking about, he was in the Victoria Park, which we're just a half a block here from, which is why all the parakeets are around. He was in the park one day and he had this strong desire just to go and embrace Mother Tree in the park. And I'll explain Mother Tree another time. And he saw other people about and he's just like, no, I just need to do this. Doesn't matter if somebody else is there. And as he reached up and embraced this big, beautiful tree, he happened to look up and see this very austere, suit coat, suit skirt, high heels, hair pulled firmly back, stern looking face. And he's like, oh my goodness, she's going to think I'm a nut bar. Don't care, I'm doing it anyways. And he embraced the tree, and the woman continued to walk. And as she walked, he watched, and about 50 yards up, she stopped, took her shoes off, and walked up to a tree and embraced it. Right? That's what happens when you let your light shine. You give permission to others to do the same, right? So maybe she had wanted to do something like that anyways and thought maybe other people would think she's crazy, and seeing him do it gave her permission. Maybe she's never hugged a tree before in her life, but seeing him do it inspired her to do it. Who knows what the story there is, but do not dim your light for anyone. And then through that, you gain some amazing wisdom, people. Wisdom is what's gained through your lived experiences, not the intelligence you were born with, right? Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now's the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So no matter what the challenge is in front of you, you can get up in your head all you want and sit there 6 ways to Sunday and not find the answers. But when you drop down into your inner wisdom, the way will be shown. All right? Trust and faith. Blessed be one and all. Please do leave me a comment if you're so inclined. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you when I'm back, stepping into the Canadian soil, safe in my quiet little studio in my backyard. Don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely loving being here, leaving Arthur Findlay Spiritualist College and allowing myself to dip into the dirt here, literally and figuratively, in London before going home is pure joy, and it is a blessing, and I'm very, very grateful. Take care, everyone. Blessed be. This is Intuitively signing off. I hope to see you back here next week.